Welcome to another segment of SII Motivational Minutes with your host, Dwight Lee. And on this segment, we're going to be discussing man's search for himself and Rollo May. I mean, he was a trailblazer, a pioneer, a trendsetter in the field of psychology. Um, he just had a lot of interesting perspectives. And one of the things that I heard him on an interview, he talked about Freud and Jung. They were trying to make the unconscious conscious, without, you know, gimmicks, basically, like, practicing the art of psychology and really helping people instead of, railroading them. And I thought that was very fitting and very powerful acknowledgement. And so, in man's search for himself, um, he goes through, the vicissitudes of life and talks about how, you know, um, anyone and everyone can experience, emptiness and loneliness. And he talked about anxiety. And he actually later on said that anxiety is the gateway to creativity. It's about redirecting the energy, um, because the nervous energy comes on you, because of what you're focusing on, so on and so forth. But that basically is just human nature, to go through periods where you may experience emptiness and loneliness. And this is where, you got to go into your inner speech and image, self-image, and self-concept, and then what you're thinking. What are you pondering? What are you contemplating? What are you saying? What are you focusing in on? Thought-wise, thinking-wise, thought impulse-wise, or is there a program running? Like, is your thinking being done by automation or autopilot? And a lot of this is where conditioning comes in, uh, programming and paradigms. So we do have a thought life, and that thought life is a catalyst for our actual life or reality. And he discusses that in great detail. I very much would like to highly recommend this book. I've read it a couple times. The first time I read it, I think was like junior year of college, may have been around somewhere around 97, or I might be a little off on the years, but it's a book that you should really read and dive into and get the meat of the matter, get the strong meat of the matter, and even the honey, because he's teaching you a lot. And I hadn't heard very many people say what he said about Freud and Jung, about them attempting to make the unconscious conscious. And it's very real and appropriate that he would say that, because everything basically deals with the subconscious. The subconscious is running, they say, between 95% to 99%. I like to just say 99%, because it's known that your brain is an artifact, and it's geared towards protection, not advancement. It thinks that it's keeping you safe, and it's actually keeping you stuck. So in order for you to circumvent that, you're going to have to go in and look at your results and look at your outcomes and trace it back to the beliefs that's in your subconscious mind, which a belief is just a thought that you've emotionalized and thought over and over again through time-space repetition. And that points out to what May is talking about. The reason that you experience the emptiness and the loneliness and the anxiety is the root cause of it is what you're thinking, or the programming that's in your subconscious. So we're on SII Motivational Minutes, and we're discussing Rollo May's book, Man's Search for Himself. And I just highly, highly recommend that you uh, get a copy of this book from your library and just, delve into it, read it, and, see what you can get from it, and, do a summary of each chapter for yourself, so that you get understanding that you can take and integrate into your life's routine, implement and appropriate. To do experiment and just see, what perspectives, what perceptions change your self-image, your emotional intelligence, um, so on and so forth. And most of all, I do believe that if you integrate the principles, that you will see some changes and adjustments in your results and outcomes. Um, Thank you for tuning in to SII Motivational Minutes. I'll leave you with a quote from Colin Powell: "A dream doesn't become a reality through magic. It takes sweat, determination, and hard work."